In this daily drop, I'm going to talk about these two products and why you should or should not get them. So let's go. All right, everybody. While I am capturing this episode of the Daily Drop, it is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, which in this country, the US of A, is Election Day. And it's a weird day. It's the election day for the next president of the United States, important seats in Congress for House of Representatives and Senate. And unless you're living under a rock, if you go to a news site or you watch the news, this is pretty much what you're going to be seeing today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future in this country, unless some major other event happens. And I'm guessing other places in the world as well. So what I try to do on election day, because I've already voted, is keep myself busy here in the barn and do stuff. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. As you know, I've been on a tear recently. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. Maybe I've been on a journey to figure out how to get 4K signals into my Mac, and multiple 4K signals from cameras, HDMI-based cameras specifically, so that I can both record and stream in 4K, because all of my episodes are in 4K natively. As you've seen, if you've been following episodes, especially from the last couple of weeks, I have had varied success doing that. The one product that seems to be rock solid is, or pretty rock solid, my older Camlink 4K is not as rock solid, but the newer ones and their innards, what's inside of them, seems to be a lot better, are doing the trick. And as long as I'm taking multiple ones of these and putting them on separate bus ports, so plugging them into individual USB-C ports on my MacBook Pro or into my CalDigit dock, then I seem to be able to not only recognize 4K signals, but I'm able to bring those in and either record or stream or do both at the same time. So, is there a better way? At least on a Mac. When I was talking to tech support about my old Camlink 4K, they talked to me about the Camlink Pro. Other people also recommended, well, why don't you just get a PCIe Express card, and even though I'm on a MacBook Pro, get an enclosure so that I can connect that via Thunderbolt to my MacBook Pro. So I did that with the support of B&H. They were happy to loan these to me for a short period of time so I could do the testing. And then, lo and behold, when these arrived yesterday, and I was really excited, so I came out here in the evening to set things up. I started to set everything up, and I looked at the back of the box, and I don't know if the person at tech support at Elgato wasn't understanding what my system was and what I was doing, because I was very specific about that. But it says Windows 10 64-bit. So that was the first flag. The second flag was when I actually installed the card, which installed perfectly into the OWC enclosure here. So there's nothing wrong with this product. And I booted everything up, connected it to my MacBook Pro, and no matter what utility, software, or anything else that I tried to do was attempted, there was no signal that was being recognized from any of my cameras at all. Ugh. So I tried everything for a couple of hours, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to give it one more try. So this morning I called up Elgato, got somebody else in tech support, and they said very decidedly that this particular product is not supported on the Mac. There are no drivers for it on the Mac, and it will not be recognized by a Mac. And also, surprisingly to me, that, and I don't know if they should have said this or not, but this is now becoming an end-of-life product. So if you are Windows-based or PC-based and you need to get multiple 4K cameras into your system, and you want it to not only recognize that 4K signal, but allow you to record and or stream it, this still may be a very cost-effective way to do that. I think it's Magewell or Magewell, I think it's Magewell, makes a similar product that may work with a Mac, but it is more than 3 times the cost of this. This in US dollars is about 250 US dollars. The Magewell equivalent is about $900 US, so more than 3 times the amount. So what does that mean? Well, unfortunately, I'm sad. There are tears, and I'm not going to be able to use this product or these products together to get multiple sources in, because this, even though the enclosure is a decent size and needs a power supply, was going to allow me, if it worked, to take one Thunderbolt cable, bring it in, and get all of that stuff coming into my Mac. So I am sad. It's going back to B&H. I appreciate that they were willing to send it to me so I could do this testing. The long and the short of it is, if you are Mac-based, this is not a viable solution. You are probably, for the near term, going to have to go with something like multiple Camlink 4Ks if you need to get 4K signals in. If you don't, and you want to get multiple signals in, then either the ATEM products from Blackmagic Design or something like the Rodecaster Video will allow you to bring multiple sources of video and audio into your system, and do that all with one cable coming into your Mac. If you're PC based, I think you have a few more options when it comes to what we're talking about. And I anticipate, as time goes on, that products like the ATEM, the Rodecaster Video, and similar types of products will actually go up to 4K. The only other product that I'm aware of that may be worth looking into is, I think the company is YOLO. Is that the name of it? I think it's YOLO. I might be wrong. I'll try to find it and put a link to it. That's about a $1,200 to $1,500 product, which is really designed for live streaming and things. And I believe that their flagship product does support 4K and also is supported on the Mac. I'll do a little bit more investigating into that, but I may just hold out now and keep 2 of these Camlink 4Ks at about $100 each. It's probably the most cost-effective and straightforward way to do it if you are on a Mac. That's what I got for you. Don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.